Hi guys, welcome to another beautiful episode of Sped Every Day with your girl, Bola Tito Fatoki. Thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for clicking on that link. And thanks for sliding through to get to this YouTube channel. You guys are awesome. Are you watching Sped Every Day for the first time? Oh guys, I won't want to say that you've missed a lot because you know what? You really have not missed. You can always learn. Yeah, and how do you do that? Make sure you scroll through the previous videos. They all have their headings, their titles or topics, what you want to call them, and the description. And that will let you know which particular one do you want to watch, which one relates to what you're looking for. And if you don't have that there, if you're still trying to find something else or trying to learn about something else, just put in the comment box. Email me spedeveryday@gmail.com, or you can just inbox me to tell me, Bola Tito, can you please talk about this, or would you just talk about this, or this happened, I have this experience to share, can you make it live? And I'm assuring you that request will be granted. We're still on life skills, and then under the section daily living skills. And today we're going to be talking about your child as a citizen of a country, your child as a citizen in your home, your child as a citizen of a state, and your child as an individual in the community. What skills do we need to teach our children with exceptionalities that would help them not just to be safe in the community, but to be a part of this community, of their community, or to be that person in the community that is always doing right? What are we looking for? What kind of environment do we want? What type of society are we craving for? What type of community are we craving for? Whatever it is that we're waiting for or desiring to have in our community, it's not only starts with others, but it starts with us. It is what we give to our community that we get back. Even if nobody's giving it, one day things are going to turn around and change. And you know what? It's not just about what you give as an individual, but what are you passing down your generation? What are you teaching your children? What are you teaching those children that need assistance, that need support to learn these skills? So today I'll be going through how we tips and what we can teach our children with exceptionalities in being a part of a community, in being a citizen, a responsible citizen, a good citizen of their country, of their environment, of wherever they find or meet themselves. You know, I was talking to a friend and we kept talking and, I was just focused on, citizen of a country. And she was like, how about if that person even lives in an apartment or in a shared home? You still have to be a responsible citizen. That's still citizenship because that is where you are. That is where you can contribute. So wherever you find yourself and you have to contribute, contribution is not just finances or, giving gifts, but it is your role, your behavior, your character. What are you exhibiting? What kind of attitude do you have? What do you give back to your community? And that is based on how you give it as well. So I want to share a few tips, like I said earlier. And first, I want to say, how do we start? First, what is expected? What are the standards and norms? What's the cultural value? What are those things, those behavior, those attitude? What do you give back? What are those that are morally accepted in the society? So we want to start with these skills first, teaching these skills first to our children. Yes, honesty, not fighting, keeping her calm, not being aggressive, not taking other people's things, not invading people's privacy, not stalking, and many more. not getting in a fight, not stealing. So we need to be able to identify all these values, because it's a different thing to aim and aspire to be a responsible citizen, but you don't have those skills to be able to do that. Because, it's where we have to weigh the options. Would I rather let my child just see what's going on, or let the society determine what my child's attitude to issues of life will be? Or would I just teach all these things from my own? Or would I just teach this thing as a teacher in school, as their teacher, as an adult in their lives? So first of all, you want to be able to identify, what are those things? What is the expectation? What is my child's expectation in the community? What is my child's expectation in this environment? In the living environment, in the school, in the society at large? What is the child's expectation if you go to the park? What is expected of my child if we go to the hospital? What is expected of my child when we're driving on the road, when we are walking, when we are in the store? Citizenship, if you're talking about your responsibility, a good citizenship, being a good citizen in a country, we're not talking like country is just, to me, I say it's vague, right? We can see it. So your country is all those things around you. Your country is all those things, how you conduct yourself in every area, every of the environment you find yourself in the church, schools, stores, everywhere. So you want to be able to identify those expectations. What is the standard? What is morally acceptable? What is expected? And you want to teach that. Then, while you're doing that, you also want to think about a lot of things happen. Life happens. A child with exceptionality may struggle with trying to find help. So how do you seek the help that you need? You need to let your child be able to understand that help comes in different ways. And there are times that mistakenly we can seek help where that help will not be given or will not be rendered. For example, I need personal assistance. That is not legal. I don't need a legal assistance. I need financial assistance. That does not mean that I need something legal. So we need to be able to tell or discuss with our children that there are different types of seeking for help. We need to be able to teach them how to identify and know exactly what kind of help they need and how to reach out for those help. In countries where we have numbers, for example, in the United States, you can call 911 and yes, you got somebody. In countries where this is not possible, we need to be able to teach our children the best available ways to seek help. Sometimes it may not even be a phone call. Sometimes it may be signal. Like I was talking to my daughter, we're just practicing at home one day, and she was like, she didn't know I was practicing with her, or I was trying to test her. And she was trying to come into my room, and I'm like, and she goes, "Mommy, why? Why are you rolling your eyes like that?" And I'm still like, she came in from school. She walked through the front door. I was in the room. She had her kids came in. She came, and I've never done that before. At that point, I was expecting her to sense something was going on. Maybe it's help. Or not for her to come in. Guess what? My daughter just walked in. "Mommy, why are you doing your eyes like that?" I'm like, girl. By the end of the day, that's not her. Did I teach her how to read signs, the signals? How to be able to identify, maybe there's help, maybe this is not safe, So we want to know, personally as adult or as the teacher in their lives, and then we want to be able to use this to teach them how to seek for help. Do they need to yell out? Do they need to go to the next door? Do they need to, what kind of help would they need that they will need that will make them want to communicate with another person? For example, I'm being bullied and I need help, right? Would I go talk to the bully's mom? That may not help me. For example, I'm being hurt day by day. And I know that maybe I have a stepmom or a stepdad, and my stepdad is hurting me. Do you think, do you think the other partner may support me? So we want to be able to give our child the liberty to seek help in appropriate places. And that is why growing up as a child, we need to be able to build trust and let our children build trust around us so they can come to us as well. Because most of the times when these kids don't find help in the appropriate places, it gets worse. It gets worse. By then, they're seeking all this, they're going to be starting to have peer pressures. They're seeking help in the wrong places. And then, how do they become that good citizen? How do they even become safe for themselves? How do they become those responsible adults that we want to see in the community? So teaching them how to seek help, and also how to speak up for themselves. We don't speak up exaggerating. We don't speak up with aggravation. We don't speak up with a fight. We communicate what we want to say. This is what the kind of thing we want to teach our child. Imagine you finding an adult in the store, and maybe probably because the cashier gave the wrong change and it escalated the whole thing. I bet you'll be like, really? Seriously? This is so irresponsible. And guess what? A lot of us even do that. Now imagine down the line, we've grown up and we've seen our children repeat the same trend. It's going to be embarrassing. And they may do it in the wrong places. So as good citizens that we are, and we're trying to teach our children with, and we're teaching these skills because, like I tell you, some people, to a lot of us, we acquire it, we see life, we roll into it, we transition seamlessly with what life brings to us. But these individuals need consistency and support to see it that way. So you can never take that out of their lives. What are their duties and responsibilities as citizens? We need to teach that depending on your country. And while we're teaching that, we need to let them also know that it's different. Although there are some basic duties and responsibilities that carries everywhere, there are also some that do not. So because you may be thinking like, oh, I'm never going to relocate my family, and it happens one day. But when you've already imbibed in them those morally acceptable standards, thumbs up. And then, while we're teaching the roles and responsibility, their duties and responsibility, we're talking about freedom of speech, right to this, right to that. But while you're doing that, you also need to ensure that you're teaching them freedom of speech, but you still have to learn and know when to speak and how to speak. It's a different thing to have your freedom of speech, but knowing when to open your mouth is another skill you need to learn. So we're not just teaching these duties or responsibilities as good citizens alone. We're teaching how we expect them to be carried out. And one important thing is that you need to teach your child how to report a crime. I have had people die from reporting a crime. Discretion, being discreet, knowing who to report to. There are things we see that I can tell you, sometimes you want to zip it, because if you do say it, you're getting yourself into it. But you know what? It's only easy for someone with enough ability to think things through and to know, okay, is this supposed to be reported right now? Do I even tell my spouse about it before reporting? So we need to teach our kids how to report a crime and the appropriate authorities to report a crime. That is very, very important. But most importantly, to be a good citizen, it starts from the home. And being a good citizen is not just what you want to say, oh, I'm being a good citizen. It has to happen across body environment. So when we go anywhere, teach your child how to speak. Teach your child how to attack situations. I don't even want to use the attack. how to get themselves in situations, how to get themselves out of situations. Not being aggressive. Teach your child how to pick their battles. And importantly, one thing that I think is always a major problem, especially for individuals with exceptionalities, emotional disturbance, bipolar, is that we need to constantly teach them that people are not out for them. People are not out to get on them. They're not out to make them angry. They're not out to make them sad. So that will calm them down. They can be able to accept criticism. They can be able to accept praise, even though it's hard. But when they remember what you've been teaching them consistently, they know this person is saying this, is not here to fight. It didn't come up. It's not coming with a fight. Remember, it's not a sticker that we put on the forehead that this person has a certain type of disability. There's no sticker. So if you want your child to be safe, if you want your child to enjoy living in the community, the appropriate thing is to teach the right way, to be able to fit into that community, and not just fit, to be exceptional. And that even when something is going on and you see your child pick a fight, your neighbors can testify and say, he will not do that. Something might have gone wrong with the other person. So let's teach our child all those basic things, and let us show them that being a good citizen, it's not just for their community, but for their own mental health, for your own mental health, to take stress off you and to be able to achieve a lot of great things. Thank you again for watching Sped Everyday today. I look forward to seeing you and having you next week. And remember, do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to comment, share your suggestions, and most importantly, do not forget to share this video. I'm always very, very open to any experiences that you want to share. I'm always open to your teachings as well. So you know what? You have one thing to share. How have you helped your child or teach your child how to be a responsible adult, how to be a responsible teenager, how to be a responsible child, or how to be responsible in his school environment, in his church environment, wherever, in the store, even at home amongst your family? How have you helped your child achieve this? Please share with us and let us get this to other parents, other educators, and adults in the lives of individuals with exceptionalities. Thank you again for watching. I look forward to seeing you next week. Again, it's your girl, Bola Tito Fatoki. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.